Jojolopa Mary, Mafula.
Mafu, Chita,
Mafu.
Jojolopa, and welcome everyone to the 9th episode of Nepal Bhasa Classes series, a collaborative project between Pasa, Puchah, Guthi UK and the SOAS Newar Language Nepal Bhasa Society. Ojesh, what's today's topic?
Today we will learn counting expression in Nepal Bhasha. Our motto, as always, will be
Nepal Bhasa, teach it, learn it, and speak it.
Okay, let's start then. Alright, based on what we learned in lesson 7, please look at the picture and try to answer to my question. To meets kola. Is this a chair?
Ka, to met ka. Yes, this is a chair.
Meets gonna do. Where is the chair?
Met, kebaedu. The chair is in the garden.
Well done, Mary. Now suppose that I want to ask you, how many chairs are there in the garden? In this case, I can ask, Kebe gogu mech do? Please repeat.
Kebae, gogu mechtu.
And in this case, the answer would be, Kebe nigu mech do? There are 2 chairs in the garden. Please repeat.
Kebae, nigu mechtu. So, Ojesh, what does gogu mean?
Gogu is the question word meaning how many. This question word is made up of 2 parts, go plus the counting word gu, which is used for non-living things. And in the answer, the word nigu is also made up by 2 parts. Ni, which indicates the number 2, plus gu, which is again the counting word used for non-living things. This is because there are many counting systems in Nepal Bhasha, and each system changes according to the type of items that you want to count. We shall learn more about this in a moment. For now, please remember that the structure of 2 sentences, Kebe gogu mech do and Kebe nigu mech do, is following. Location with suffix ye plus question word gogu plus item x plus do, and in the answer, location with suffix ye plus number and counting words plus item x plus do. But let's practice a bit and it will become easier.
Okay.
Kebe gogu mech do?
Kebae, nigu mechtu.
Alright, as we said, gu is the counting word for non-living things and added to numerals when counting items. So if we want to count non-living things for 1 to 10 in Nepal Bhasa, I can say chagu, nigu, songu, pengu, nyagu, khugu, negu, chagu, gugu, and jigu. Please repeat after me. 1. Chagu.
Chagu,
2. Nigu.
nigu,
3. Songu.
songu,
4. Pengu.
pengu,
5. Nyagu.
nyagu,
6. Khugu.
khugu,
7. Negu.
negu,
8. Chagu.
chagu,
9. Gugu.
gugu,
10. Jigu.
jigu.
Alright, Mary, let's practice a bit more now. Please look at the pictures and answer my questions accordingly. Here is the first one. Kipa gogu mech do? How many chairs are there in the picture?
Kipae, pengu mechtu. In the picture, there are 4 chairs.
That's right. Now, the next one. Kipa gogu mech do?
Kipae, chagu mechtu. In the picture, there is 1 chair.
Well done. And here's another one. Kipa gogu mech do?
Kipae, chagu mechtu. In the picture, there are 8 chairs.
That's right. Now let's move to another counting system. Suppose that I want to count people in Nepal Bhasa. In this case, I have to ask, Kipa gomo manu do? How many people are there in the picture? In this case, manu means person, and goma is the question word how many, which is made up by go plus ma, because ma is the counting word used for people and animals. The counting system from 1 to 10 in this case is chama, nima, swama, pema, nyama, kuma, nema, chama, guma, jima. So how can you answer to the question kipa goma manudu?
Well, I can say kipae pema manudu. In the picture, there are 4 people.
That's right. Let's practice a bit. Please look at the picture and answer my questions. Kipa goma manudu?
Kipae nyama manudu. In the picture, there are 5 people.
That's correct. Now, the last one. Kipa goma manudu?
Kipae guma manudu. In the picture, there are 9 people.
Well done. And as we said, we can use this counting system not only for people, but also for animals. So, for example, if I want to ask how many butterflies are there in the garden, I can say, Kebe goma lapadu.
Kebe chama lapadu. In the garden, there is a butterfly.
That's right. Let's practice one more time looking at the picture. Kebe goma lapadu.
Kebe nhema lapadu. In the garden, there are 7 butterflies.
Okay, let's move on to the next counting system. Okay, suppose that I want to count money, that is dheva in Nepal Bhasha. In this case, I have to ask, kipa gorka dheva du? How much money is there in the picture? There are 2 possible counting words for money, rka or tka. I have always used the first one, rka. So if I wanted to count money from 1 to 10, I could say charka, nirka, swarka, perka, nyarka, khurka, nerka, charka, gurka, and jirka. Now please look at the picture and answer my initial question. Kipa gorka dhevadu?
Kipae nirka pounds do. In the picture, there are 2 pounds.
Correct. Now the next one. Kipa gorka dhevadu?
Kipae perka pounds do. In the picture, there are 5 pounds.
Oh, be careful, Mary. Perka means 4, so this is not correct. If you look at the picture, the correct answer is nyarka pounds do. There are 5 pounds. Okay. Now please look at the next one. Kipa gorka dhevadu?
Kipae kurka pounds do. In the picture, there are 6 pounds.
All right. Now the last one. Kipa gorka dhevadu?
Kipae jirka pounds do. In the picture, there are 10 pounds.
Well done, Mary.
So, Ojesh, are these the only counting systems existing in Nepal Bhasa?
Actually not. In fact, there are many more. There are different counting words for counting plants, flowers, spherical objects, round flat things, long things, buildings, pairs of shoes, hours, days, months and years, and for vehicles, and many more. Let's have a look at some of the most common ones, and once you know how they work, you can easily learn the others by yourself.
Yes, it would be very helpful if you could do that.
Okay, here's the list of some of the most common counting words. We already learned how to count non-living things, people and animals, and money. Let's have a look at the other ones. The suffix ma, for example, is used to count plants, like sima, which means tree. Ga is the counting word for spherical items, like shao, which means apple. Pa is the counting word for flat things, like murri, which is a Newar bread. Pu is the counting word for long items, like chosa, pen. Then ka is the counting word for buildings, like for example che, which means house. There are many more, but I think we can stop here for today.
Shall we do a recap then?
Sure. So, in this class we have learned different counting systems in Nepal Bhasa. In the first part of the class, we learned how to ask how many items are there according to the structure location followed by suffix ye plus go, following by the appropriate counting word plus item plus do. And we learned that structure of the answer is location followed by suffix ye plus number followed by counting word plus items plus do.
And following these structures, we thus learned how to ask Kebae gogu mechdu, how many chairs are there in the garden? And the answer was Kebae nigu mechdu, in the garden there are 2 chairs.
And in the rest of the class, we learn how to count according to the different system. We first practice with the counting system for non-living things, which uses the suffix gu. And we learned how to count from 1 to 10. Chagu, nigu, swongu, pengu, nyagu, kugu, negu, chagu, gugu, jigu. And then we looked at other counting suffixes. For example, ma is used for people and animals. Ma is used for plants. Ga is used for spherical items. Pa is used for round flat things. Pu is used for long objects. Ka or tka are used for counting money. And finally, ka is used for buildings. Also, while practicing, we have also learned some new words. Like for example, mech, chair, manu, person, xiao, apple, mari, bread, deva, money, che, house.
Thank you so much, Ojesh. I think we can stop here for today.
Sure.
Yeko yeko sube.
You're welcome. See you again. Hananapla.
Ananaplai. Bye.
Bye.